Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got some of my current bookish obsessions for you. Alright, so today we're talking all about some of my bookish obsessions. You guys could probably tell some of them already, but like I just want to share because these are some of that are like stuck in my brain and they will not leave me alone. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. Alright, so first up is one that I literally cannot stop talking about, and that is Smash and Grab. This is the first book in the Relic series. It's following a bunch of dinosaur shifters who are kind of vigilante fossil hunters. They go after fossils that are kind of endangered. This first book is following Dalton, who is a dinosaur shifter, and it's also following Eamon, who is a paleontologist working on a fossil that is very highly sought after by a South American crime family. And Dalton is there basically to protect the fossil from the crime family, and when it's in danger, he scoops up the fossil, and he also kind of takes Simon, the paleontologist, with him, and they go on a really fascinating road trip filled with as many roadside attractions as Dalton can handle that are kind of dinosaur themed or just weird, because Dalton is a little bit of a collector of all things weird, and he just loves t-shirts and magnets and things, shiny things, basically. Anyway, this is really fun, and it's them going on a fantastic road trip. It's got a little bit of paleontology, it's got some dinosaurs, it's got everything you could ever want, and it's super funny, and it's one that I would highly recommend. Next up I have a book that I'm currently reading as of filming this video I'm filming this in mid-April, so I'm only about halfway through, and that is The Entanglement of Rival Wizards. This book has me by my heartstrings and just will not let go. I think Sara Raasch is one of my new favorite authors for her adult books. This series is so good. So this is if D&D met college. So this is following Sebastian and Alfior, who are two grad students from different departments that have an interdepartmental rivalry going on because they're similar but different, and they end up going for the same research grant, and the grant committee decides that they need to work together for this grant, and they have to put aside their differences to be lab partners, and from there it kind of devolves into a little bit of a prank war, then kind of them figuring out that we need to work together to make this work, and falling a little bit in love. There's a heaping helping of trauma in this, and Sara Raasch, she manages to put so much political stuff from right now that's going on in our world into these books and makes it comprehensible within the confines of a romance, and just it's fantastic. And I don't know what she puts in these books, but oh my god, I cannot stop reading her books, and this one is fantastic. And like I said, I'm only 50% of the way through this as of filming this, and I'm eating this up and I want more. And I know the second book is coming out sometime this year, I think, and I'm so excited to get my hands on it. Yeah, this is one I would highly recommend if you haven't already picked it up. It's so good. Next up I have The Wild Beast Forest House. This is one of my favorite manga. It's very sweet, and it's not as spicy as the cover would lead you to believe it is. This one is definitely for those over 16 though, because it is a little bit suggestive. This is following Yule, who is a domestic cat who is kind of fleeing a very bad home situation. It's also following Ragnar, who is a wolf, and he is the owner and creator of the Wild Beast Forest House, which is a refuge for the wild animals to take some time away from being in the forest and away from humans to just relax and be themselves. And when Yule shows up at their doorstep, they're not sure if they want him there, but they end up letting him stay because he doesn't have anywhere else to go, and he and Ragnar have a connection from their past, and it's really sweet. And again, this one is for older teens, so 16 plus. It does have some suggestive scenes, but nothing on page. So it's so good, and it's one that I would highly recommend. Next up I have another manga. This one is 18 plus, and it's one that I would definitely recommend for checking trigger warnings before diving into this, because it is very spicy right off the bat, and that is How to Deal When You Are Intimidating Neighbors, actually in Omega. So this is following Kyoto, who is a college student. He's an alpha that doesn't really he can't smell anything really when he's around people of other secondary gender, and he's very intimidated by his neighbor, who he thinks is an alpha but turns out is an Omega and needs some help. And it's them figuring out that there's something going on between them, but they don't really know what's going on. And Like, it's them trying to figure it out, but also the Omega just doesn't want anything to do with any alphas at all, except for his neighbor. And yeah, it's them kind of slowly falling in love and like figuring out they really, really like each other. And it's really sweet. Again, not for those under 18. And then last but not least is another book series that I literally cannot shut up about, and that is the Soulbound series. This is one of my favorite urban fantasy series. This is following Patrick Collins, who is the magical equivalent of an FBI agent, and the gods love messing with his life. They love picking on him. They actually own his soul. And he gets sent to New York to stop the killing of a god, as well as dealing with some ritualistic murders. And while he's there, he falls in love with a werewolf. And it's one of my favorite series to date for an urban fantasy. It's one I would highly recommend if you love adventure, if you love a little bit of romance, if you love messed up magic. This is one to go for. So those are some of my current bookish obsessions. What are you guys currently obsessed with? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys.